Schefter is reporting the NFL closed out its review of the matter involving Stefon Diggs and his former chef. There was insufficient evidence to support a finding of personal conduct policy violation. The decision comes after the former New England Patriots wideout was found not guilty in May of assaulting his private chef in a pay dispute. We've got more coming your way here on NFL Live, and as you can see here, Stefon Diggs ranking second among ESPN's best free agents still available this offseason. Here's the top 10. 4 offensive linemen make the list, as well as a pair of edge rushers, Joey Bosa and Cam Jordan. The only player in the top 10 younger than 30 is Mekhi Becton, but a lot of experience on that list. You got to think some of them will be added to some of these teams that still need some pieces and spots. Still to come, the Eagles.
Yeah. I'm telling you. Chargers go out and get Stefon Diggs. I think he could have an instant, immediate impact with Justin Herbert and Mike McDaniel. Instantly. He was really good with the New England Patriots. And I see zero reason why he wouldn't be able to bring that same level of production with the Chargers. I really don't see why not. And you're talking about having Herbert and McDaniel there. Like, you're just immediately giving them another piece, another weapon to work with. I think it brings a layer of depth, a layer of versatility, resiliency. This team's gotten injured so much over these years, man. We all know it. This team has gotten decimated. At the very minimum, this gives you depth. This gives you some sort of plan B. Just at the bare minimum. And you are going to get a player that is hungry and wants revenge. And what's in Harbs, this is the beauty of having a coach like Harbs. He's a grown-up. He's in charge. He has the power. Also, the same thing with a grown-up like having Justin Herbert as the like. You can bring players like Diggs who potentially could be slightly problematic in a locker room. None of that will fly in San Diego, Los Angeles. None of that. And if it does, no harm, no foul, move on. And I don't think it will at this point. I do think that the moments of Diggs really causing problems on the field, that seems to be a thing of the past. So, unless there's other personal stuff out there that I just don't know, and I only dig in so deep, it's just like who am I to try to figure this stuff out, but to my knowledge, it seems like everything is all free and clear there. If that's the case, I say you go out and get Diggs, man. You should be able to get him at a really competitive deal at a competitive price. And I struggle to see why you wouldn't want to do something like this. I think Diggs can be a genuine contributor. I mean, listen, I'd love for the Bills to do it, too. Kind of have a whole full circle moment. 'Cause I think, there could be a meeting of the minds, and 'cause I do think there's more of a maturity with Diggs in that regard. And, by all accounts, he was a great leader and great, at it, putting in the work just individually and again, mentoring and just, helping out the offense in any way he could in both New England and Houston. So, I think we all remember the days of Minnesota and the days of Buffalo. I just think that's what you're getting, a receiver who's kind of always getting in trouble and this and that, and it's just like I don't know how true that is anymore. And I want to be able to see this Chargers offense obviously take that leap, but I also want some protection against some injury, any of that type of stuff. So, that Hink, I made a video like this before, I guess a month plus or so ago. I think it was about Diggs, where I was like, go out and get Diggs. Go out and get Diggs, that's it's some of these moves could really be underrated. It is a pretty interesting list to see. Bobby Wagner still there, Stefon Diggs, Joey Bosa, Debo, listen, some familiar names for the Chargers, but yeah, I'm still about giving Mike McDaniel and Justin Herbert everything they need. And I think Diggs just adds another dimension, and like I said, at the bare minimum, it's just plan B. It's just plan B from depth. I mean, I also think there's a great chance that Diggs ends up with a contender in the AFC as well. It could be that he's been linked to the Ravens. He's been linked to the Broncos. Like so, even from that perspective as well. I still think there's plenty of juice there with Stefon Diggs, and I really think from a scheme perspective, him and Mike McDaniel will map on really, really well. Right? Get the ball in his hands. Out routes. Get that separation. Give Herbert another true option to complement, Olad and company, right? To be able to balance out the run game, because I think also the run game is going to be greatly emphasized here with Mike McDaniel as well. And I think it allows them to have a much more dynamic, resilient, aggressive offense, and then also even just from a possession standpoint. Even using, Diggs, as a, possession receiver as well. Like, Stefon Diggs' 85% reception percentage. The highest in the top 10. Had 1,000 yards, obviously. He was ranked 6th in PFF. I mean, his reception percentage was number 1 in the NFL. Okay. And he was 9th in first downs. 51, and his contested catch percentage was 78.6%. Puka, who was an absolute monster, 71.1%. So, I think this is probably the highest. No, Jalen, Olavi, Richie James, all well, how many? All the guys that were technically above him had half the targets. 36 targets, 43 targets, 52 targets. So, don't really count those. And if we control for that, then Stefon Diggs was number 1. And guys that actually had like 80 or more targets or so. 78.6% contested target catch percentage. Go get him, man. There's a lot to like there. There is a lot to like there. He fits the scheme. He's still playing at a high level. He adds an extra layer. Adds depth. Adds a security blanket. Adds a plan B. I don't see the negatives. I don't see the neg, and he's going to be cheap. He's definitely going to be cheap. Come on. Just do it. You got to take some swings here. You got to take some swings here. You took the swing and got Mike McDaniel. I love it. I love it. Your O-line's going to be healthy. I love it. I love it. You're going to be able to actually have a run game. I love it. You're going to actually be able to scheme guys open and have smart play calling. I love it. But you still are lacking a little bit in the offensive weaponry department. And there's still always that sense of we're a hyperextended, snorts, knee away from having Justin Herbert throwing to nobody. So, come on. Just do it. Just do it. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the San Diego-Los Angeles Chargers potentially pursuing Stefon Diggs? Leave any thoughts in the comments below. I read every single comment. Whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get into some discussions. Let's get into some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. Please do consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here and absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.